The Chicago Seminars started several years ago in a suburb of Chicago, Illinois, and it's held every year in October. And Darius and I have been involved for about 4 years. It's really nice to be sponsors because we can set up a booth there, which is a great opportunity to meet readers, to help answer questions. We love meeting new people who are new to the hobby, who are kind of unsure what to do.
I am a blogger for boardingarea.com. I've been involved in the Points and Miles community for quite some time now, and every year I love coming back here to gather with everybody else.
This year, Darius and I, we had a joint presentation called Dream Destinations on Miles and Points.
About 4 years ago, I saw and found out that there is a big group of people coming in the month of October, and they are known as the Chicago Seminar, and they are all people from all walk of life. They come here to talk about the miles and credit cards, and I found them to be very, very kind-hearted, not very demanding at all, very cooperative, and they really bring some good laurels to the hotel, and it makes me feel happy to see the same people again and again, especially Emily and Darius, whom I have seen them for the 4 years, and they have the best booth over here, which is known as the Million Mile Secret.
I jammed this thing on the schedule because I said, I want to try it out.
Yeah.
And I said, let's try it early
Yeah.
to get the crazy early birds out that want to go. I have no desire to get going at 8 o'clock, but
Yeah.
we will.
Well,
We'll
people
do
have
it.
early flights too.
It will be interesting to see how many folks show up in the audience.
But so another framework I use is that typically I know.
Well, when I first came to Chicago Seminars, I was intimidated because I felt like there are first of all, a lot of information, a lot of people, and I guess the biggest piece of advice for anything in the Points and Miles world is to don't be afraid to approach people, ask questions, ask people to share their stories, and you can learn that way, the best way, just by talking to people. Don't be afraid to just go up there and start a conversation.
Those are the things. Don't be afraid to sign up for the card. Just be vigilant, know what you need to do, and then have a goal in mind. Diversify your cards, but don't get so diversified. So I tend to have most of mine on the Ultimate Rewards Chase because they give a lot of double on travel and food. So I do a lot of dining when I travel for business.
Sure.
And so I figure what you spend your money on and then put your focus on that.
Yeah, that's great.
My father was the one who has kind of put this lifestyle upon me. He's been doing Points and Miles for a very long time. 4 years myself really digging into it and being part of the community.
So how did you get into this?
At the conferences, attendees can learn from different subject areas, including new to Miles and Points. So if you've never done this before, where do you start? What are some of the things that you absolutely need to know?
How did you get involved in the Chicago Seminars?
The seminar started 6 years ago, and it was started by Rick Ingersoll.
So Bora Bora, we went here a couple of years ago, and we had an amazing time.
He put the event together as a way just to get the community to have a large event where we could talk about Points and Miles and all the deals that are out there. Everything from different credit cards to travel hacks.
I stayed in my first overwater bungalow, and that's really what I call a dream destination. It's something that you don't do every day, so it was really nice to experience that.
And he really wanted it to be something where people didn't feel like they needed to have a certain level of status or they needed to spend a lot of money to attend the event.
We went biking all around the mountain there, Bora Bora, and we also rode jet skis for the first time. So it was a really nice vacation.
So we have it out here in the suburbs of Chicago in Elk Grove Village. I think a lot of people, when they come to the event, they look forward to learning new things and finding out new tricks. For me, it's seeing everyone get together and kind of walking in the back of the room and just looking at everyone's faces and seeing them fixated on the speaker, or seeing a smile, or that, oh my gosh, I just learned this new thing. It's really rewarding to know that you help put together something that has an impact on so many people. So that's really the best thing I could ever ask for.
It's another world altogether. Not only learn about miles, but you learn about credit cards, you gotta learn about airlines, you gotta learn about fare. I mean, there's it's, you know, it's like a master's degree. I mean,
Sure. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
The blogging scene is so competitive.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it works, right?
I went to Tel Aviv. That was nice. Went to Jerusalem. You know, got to walk the lands of Jesus, and then this past year went to Bangkok, Thailand, Phuket. So took my whole family.
Every trip has its own highlights. I personally love the warm weather, so I like to chase summer. So I enjoy going to Australia in the winter months here because it's summer over there. I love Europe in the summer.
I don't think you realize how valuable the miles. A lot of times you think that the miles are only redeemable on the airline you travel, and you're going, I'm never going to travel this airline again. So you're a lot of times, for 5 years I traveled for business, and I traveled between American and Southwest, didn't have status with any of them, didn't really use it to redeem any miles, and if I did, it would probably only be for domestic economy.
Yeah.
Didn't think I can actually use it for travel to business
Sure.
or first class. So that kind of piqued my interest more than anything else.
It's a little weird, you know, I guess I'll happily take the credit for getting everything coordinated, but really it's all the volunteers, the speakers, the sponsors, everyone that comes and helps.
And we arranged the conference room for them, then we take care for their catering, for their lodging, and for their good stay with us.
So we help answer any questions that they might have and get to know some of their travel goals so that we can perhaps help them achieve those goals as well. Our blog is known for being very beginner friendly. We really break it down easy for newbies to understand.